it is aimed to it. Okay. It is necessarily that we should do, no, we should distribute goods and services, and then we should get something back in return, and that is profit. Okay. So, in other words, business is an economic activity which is related with no continuous and regular production and distribution of goods and services for satisfying human wants. So remember that one time process, one time use and throw is not business. It should be continuous. Okay. If you, so for example, if you have a land, yes, and then no, you got an emergency, no, for hospital bills or anything, but you have just sold it. Then it is not business. You got profit, but you have sold it. You have got in return some amount also, some money also, but that is not business. Okay. But for that land, you made some plots, and then you have sold it. Then you're getting it profits, and then again you are buying land, again you are making plots, again you are selling it, you're getting profit. Then you call it as a business. So what I mean to say is business should be continuous and regular. Okay. Either production of goods or distribution of goods or services. Okay. And why we are doing all these things? We are doing it to satisfy human wants. See, right from the beginning, you get up in the morning, you need toothpaste, toothbrush to comb your hair oil, comb, till you go to bed, no, a mosquito coil or a repellent or as such. So all these things you need. Why? Because you are you are satisfying your need. No, you're satisfying of your need of cleaning your teeth with the toothbrush and toothpaste, and a good sleep, a mosquito coil or a repellent. So this is a human want, right? So business, you remember that it is a continuous process of what? Of distributing regularly the production and distribution of services for satisfying human wants. So all of us, we need roti, kapda or makan, isn't it? Food, clothing and shelter. Likewise, you also need some household requirements to satisfy your daily life. You need many things, as I told you. Toothpaste, toothbrush, comb, no, even mobile or laptop or textbooks to read or book to write, a pencil to write. So all these things. So okay. So that is what is business. Now, we can explain business in different ways, right? One as an activity, right? Second one, it's a method of money making, or we can say it as an organized activity to attain certain predetermined goals and objectives. So all these things will make us to summarize business as any continuous human activity directed towards satisfying the needs of consumers through exchange process which produces or distributes the goods and services that results in the production of wealth. Okay, then we call it as a business, right? A human activity. Why we are doing that? To satisfy the needs of consumers. And how? Through exchange process. We are either giving goods or services. In return, we are getting money or cash. Okay. It's an exchange process. And what we are doing, we are distributing it, right? And in turn, we are getting production of wealth. Okay. So this is what is business. Now, there are some objectives of business. Yeah. Are you all there? Can anybody explain me now what business is? No? Okay, anyhow. Now let us see what are the main objectives of business. We can classify into four types. Number one is economic objectives, okay, social objectives, human objectives, and national objectives. Right? Yeah. Let us begin with economic objectives. See, as I told you in the beginning, that business is basically what, an economic activity. So therefore no primary object of it will be always economic means what, to satisfy human wants we produce some goods and services. That is what is economic or economies, right? Sorry, economic or economics. The main, when we consider under economic objectives, we have to write some of the main objectives under these also. Okay. Number one is uh, earning profit. Okay. Then creating customers. Then third one is innovation. So these are the 3 points you have to remember while you are writing for economic objectives. See, very first thing is, anybody, you or me, we do anything, any activity for something in return, isn't it? We want something in return to whatever activity we do, right? Likewise, a business enterprise, why it is established? It is established to earn some income or to earn some profits. So with, because now that's a motivational factor for the entrepreneurs, right? So profit is very essential for the survival of the business unit, because once you get profits, you will just use that profit either in expansion of your business, or you modernize the business, or to expand your business. So profit is a motivating factor for entrepreneurs. So it's, in other words, we say profit is nothing but a reward for the risk the person has taken. Okay. So profit should always no will should or should ensure what, continuous flow of capital, right? Because this is when you have more profits, there's a possibility of expanding your business, or modernizing the business, or no, diversifying your business. Okay. So first one is earning profits. Next one is creating, yeah, creating customers. See, we always say customer is king, isn't it? So we are all kings. Something or the other will buy it, isn't it? So we are all, you can say, kings. So consumers, you have to create. So a businessman can earn profits only when there are enough consumers, enough customers to buy their products, isn't it? So there is only one valid we can say the purpose of business is, you have to create customer. So in order to earn profit, now as a customer, you tell me what do you want. So if you want to buy a small toothpaste or a mobile or a laptop, and all, what do you see as a customer? You see that the price should be less, it should be available at all places, yeah, and it should be, yeah, what, qualitative, isn't it? Quality also you see. So when the business person is providing all these things, definitely he can create a brand for his product, isn't it? So creating customers is in his hands. Okay. So he should be able to create customers, he should be able to satisfy the customers, right? Okay. Next one, very important one is under economic objectives is, see, customers, they want every time no something new, isn't it? So business should be able to provide innovative products to the customers. So business, no, it's an organ of dynamism and changes. And so in these days of competitions, a business person, what he should be, he will be successful only and when he provides them new designs, better machines, yeah, improved techniques, new varieties, right? See, when you have seen the toothpaste also, you say, तुम्हारे toothpaste में नमक है क्या? Yeah, or coal or charcoal hai kya? Yes. So something again they are going back to the traditional aspect, right? And bringing it into a modernized aspects of cleaning teeth, right? So something new. See, even mobiles, no, in the beginning they were only for incoming and outgoing calls, right? But now you have a whole world on your palm, isn't it? Because it has given you a new design, new aspects, new features. A better machine is given to you with improved, technology, improved varieties. So this is what is nothing but innovations. Okay, so these are all the economic objectives of the business. Now let us see what are the social objectives. See, remember one thing. Business doesn't work in vacuum. It doesn't work in sky. It's a part and parcel of society. It will only survive in the societies. It cannot survive and grow without the support of society. Isn't it? Society means what? Who? We all, consumers, suppliers, manufacturers, producers, no? Transport industry, yeah, banking, insurance, all these are part and parcel of society. So a business can run only in society. So in only with the support of business. Okay. So when you are writing about social objectives, you should remember this that you have to pinpoint these things. What number one is supplying desired goods at reasonable price. This should be the main social objective of business, right? Business is what is expected to supply the goods and services required by the society. Qualitative goods should be provided to them at reasonable prices. They should provide. So they should know avoid what no like no malpractices like hoarding, black marketing, or misleading advertisements. This should not be done. Okay, so they have to provide goods at reasonable prices. Number two is fair remuneration to employees. See, employees also are part and parcel of society. Do you all agree? Yeah, employees also know when you make them happy, they work for the organization, right? So you have to. So what the employees would expect from the boss? Time, timely payment, isn't it? Because they have their own EMIs and also remuneration must be paid to them at time and required. No, the work they have done to that extent, the payment should be, isn't it? So fair remuneration to employees must be given for their work. So in addition to these, sometimes they expect some perks, sometimes some gifts, sometimes an appreciation for their contributions, right? So you have to give them that also, because when you increase the motivation of the employees, they work, they feel that this organization belongs to them, this business belongs to them, and they provide them good services. Okay, they become a part and parcel of the company. Okay, they you should always provide them as an entrepreneur or as businessman. You have to provide them healthy environment, safe environment, right? So you have to take care of employees in matters like remuneration, safe and safety and welfare measures and healthy measures to them. Okay, and the third one is employment generation. So business, they should provide opportunities for gainful employment, okay, to its members. If unemployment problem increases, there would be a socio-economic environment, no, that could not be conducive to the growth of business activities. So employment, no, job creation must be there. You have to provide some jobs. Next is fair return to investors. So business to grow, they need investors, isn't it? So investors, what they expect from business, they want their fair return in the form of dividends or in the form of interest, isn't it? So business have to pay fair return to shareholders and creditors. Okay, and they also expect safety and appreciation for their for their investment. You always should keep them informed about the financial health and future no aspects of your business. Then is social welfare. These are all under social objectives. Okay. Business no what should they provide or provide support to no social, cultural and religious organizations. The society has permitted the business to operate, so it's their bound duty to pay their dues to the society through welfare measures, no charity. Sometimes no on one product they can give 2 rupees off, and then that 2 rupees can be distributed to the blind people. These all nothing but the concept of a corporate social responsibility. Okay, so these things also they have to do. Social welfare should be the human objective of business. No, sorry, social objective of the business. Okay, next is payment of taxes. It is their bound duty to pay the taxes, right, in time. Okay, because with these taxes, only the government would be spending this, no, in spending for the public welfare, like construction of roads or construction of dams, yeah, and many other things, providing them water, electricity, and all. So only because government doesn't have their own source of income, no. It is from taxes. So business they have to pay taxes regularly. So these are all the social objectives of a business. Let us come to the third objective of business, that is human objectives. Actually, I have prepared the PPT also of this, but there's a problem with the PPT being uploaded in Zoom. So just theoretically, I'm taking. So listen carefully, okay? Yeah, we'll move to social human objectives. See, business is run by people and that is for the people only, right? Labor, it's a very important human element in business. That is employees and all. Okay, you have 3 levels, no? Top level and middle level and low level. These are all nothing but people. So they are involved in business. So human objectives, it's what it is concerned with the well-being of labor. So under this, we will be talking about labor welfare and developing human resources and participative management, right? Now we'll move to labor welfare. See, very first thing is there is no like bad work or good work or like that. Yeah, you have to respect the labor. Dignity of labor must be maintained. It should be recognized by business. So business must recognize the dignity of labor and human factor should be given due importance, you can say, or due recognition must be given to human factor. You should not exploit them. Slavery should not be there. Okay, fair remuneration for the fair work. This all comes under labor welfare. Okay, and you should give proper opportunities, right? Proper opportunity should be given for utilizing individual talents and satisfying aspiration of workers. And you should make adequate provisions, must be made for their health, for their safety, for their social security, right? Next is developing human resources. Employees, they must be provided opportunities for developing new skills. See, you cannot be happy with all this MS software and all. You have to go for Chat GPT also nowadays. AI is coming. So new skills, new set of skills must be learned by them. So you have to give them opportunity, right? Human resources are the most valuable assets of business, and their development always will help the growth of the business. So therefore, you have to develop human resources, their skills. No, yeah, it may be interpersonal skills or communication skills or skills related to their work. Okay, technical or human skills, that all should be developed. Next is participative management. Employees should be allowed to take part in decision making process of business. This is very important, right? Decision making. Do you know what is decision making? Yeah. choosing the best alternative from the available alternatives. Okay, that is what is decision making. Suppose if you are dealing with any labor problem at the low level of the management, if you include those people only in making decisions and solving that problem, then it would be easy because they are at the level that they know how they can handle this problem. They can give you more suggestions, right? So it is very important on the part of the employer to see, or to see that labors at that point must be involved in decision making process. This will now help the development of employees. Such participation will give valuable information to management for improving their quality of decisions. So nowadays the concept of workers participation in management has gained a momentum. Okay, everybody is using. And the last one is national objectives, right? We have seen economic objectives, we have seen social objectives, we have seen human objectives. Now we'll deal with national objectives. Okay. Now, under this, we'll be dealing with uh, four important points. One is optimum utilization of resources. Number two is national self reliance. Number three is development of small scale industries. And number fourth is development of backward areas. See, national objectives, very first thing is optimum utilization of resources. See, we know resources are very limited and human wants are unlimited. Do you agree? Yeah. So therefore, what we have to do is whatever the resources are there, we have to use it at the optimum level. Okay. Business should use the nation's resources in best possible manner without any wastages. Okay. Judicious allocation and optimum utilization of whatever limited and scarce resources are there, it is very essential. Why? Because for the rapid and the balanced economic growth of the country, yeah, you should minimize the wastages of scarce resources. Number two is national self-reliance. Remember that it is the duty of business to help the government in increasing what exports and in reducing dependence on imports. Okay, so therefore their exim policy should be very good. Okay, they this type of policy will help a country to achieve what economic independence we all want. That's why Make in India campaign has started. No, we should be self reliant in all manufacturing of all the goods. Okay. So for this, what we need is what we require is development of new technology. And not only that, we have to apply the same in the industries. Then only we can become national self-reliance. Third one is development of small scale industries. So see, cottage industries, rural industries, small scale industries, medium scale industries. These are all different types of business firms, we can say, or business units that all should be encouraged, because no, as I told you, sources no are very limited. Somewhere you will get more crude oil and all, but in some places you do not get it. You may get paddy and all, wheat paddy and all. So these are the things. So you may have their cottage industry, you may have that small scale industries and all. So you have to encourage the growth of all these industries, because these are the industries which are generating employments, which are giving us jobs. Okay. And this a small scale, they become as an ancillaries to the large scale industries. They may provide some requirements to the large scale industries. And the fourth one is development of backward areas. See, we know that India lies no in the rural villages. Villages are also part of the country, so we have to develop those areas. Also, we have tribal areas. We have no backward areas. There are desert areas which have to be developed. Right, there are flood-prone areas are there that also have to be developed. Then only we can say that the country is developing. So there must be a balanced regional development (BRD). Yeah. So balanced regional development is necessary, especially for the peace and the progress in the country. So government offers special incentives to those businessmen, those entrepreneurs who want to set up their factories in these areas. Okay. So if you're willing to start, you can take the offers given by the government, special incentives, you can like concessions, very less amount to be paid for the uh, raw materials. Moreover, they'll give you marketing facilities also. Okay, so this is all about business. Now, the second word is in our subject business environment. So, till now, we have seen what business is, what Peter Drucker has said about business, and what are the main objectives of business. Now, business environment, the other part of the word is environment. So, what is business environment? First of all, you should know that it plays a very key role in shaping business decisions and strategies of firm. So, let us now understand business environment. It is nothing but it is the combination of internal and external factors that are influencing a company's operating situations. Okay, the business environment includes factors like clients, suppliers, its competitors or owners, improvements in technology, laws, government activities, market conditions, social trends, economic trends, etc., etc., etc. Okay. So, in other words, what we can say, business environment is nothing but all those important aspects that have a bearing on the business, okay, such as its strengths, weaknesses, internal power, relationships, orientations, government policies and their regulations, nature of economy, economic conditions, social cultural factors, demographic trends, natural factors, global trends, cross border developments. Yeah, so all these things. See, somewhere no there are wars recently, no Ukraine war and all, but they are affecting the conditions in India also, right? When we get crude oil at a very cost, you can see the price hike in the gold now, isn't it? It has reached to 75,000. This is because the environment, internationally is different, which is affecting, because we try to import some of the things from the other countries, right? So these are how all these different factors are influencing the business. Okay. So that is what is business environment, the total of all things external to firms and industry that is affecting the function of an organization in business environment. So we'll take one definition, okay, given by Arthur M. Wimmer. What he is saying is environment, business environment encompasses the climate or set of conditions, economic, social, political, or institutional, in which business operations are conducted. Okay, now we'll see this one after the other because we have micro environment and macro environment also. So we'll see this. Before that, we should know the interrelationship between business and environment. Okay, we'll take this with an example, right? When there is a change in the government policy, the business has to make necessary changes to adapt to its new policy. Now, let me take the example of this. See, all the ladies are enjoying this Mahalakshmi ticket, isn't it? So, change in the government, change in the policy, right? So, therefore, RTC is one organization, business organization, there is a change in the government policy, isn't it? They brought in Mahalakshmi tickets, right? So change in government policy, then business has to take necessary changes. Now RTC has to make certain changes. They have made a zero ticket, right? Then how to cope up with this no amount, they are thinking about it. Now because they have to adopt this to this new policy, right? So this is what is business environment. Okay. Yeah. Similarly, a change in the technology may render the existing products obsolete. As we have seen, the introduction of computer, no? For example, see, computers now, there. Do you see typewriters anywhere now? Or black and white color TV? Yeah, they're all out of fashion, isn't it? Because change in the technology. And you don't have even pager also. Before it was pagers and all to send a telegram was there. Do we have this? These are all out of fashion, right? So change, introduction of technology also has brought lot of changes. And moreover, no, fashion, there is a change in the fashion also. A customer's taste has been changed. Uh, for example, the demand for jeans reduced the sale of other traditional wear. Do you agree? Yes. The demand for jeans now, they reduce the wear of other traditional. See, we don't see langa blouse and all. No, traditionally we see all Punjabi dresses or jeans and shirts. The girls would be wearing, isn't it? Because the customers change. No, girls' taste have been changed, right? So this business, what they have to do, they must adapt to these changes in order to survive and succeed in business. So it is very clear that business environment connotes what external factors, institutions that are beyond the control of business, and they affect the functioning of enterprises. So when we see the interaction of business environment, we have a business system where the opportunities are there, where the threats are also there, and that would lead to a market from where we get some outputs and all business goods and services, right? uh, Again, no, there would be an influence that we see a interface between business and environment. When we want to make some business decisions, we have to see what are the social factors, what are the political factors, what are the legal factors, what are the demographic factors, what are the technological factors, what are the economic factors. All these things should be considered to make a business decision. Okay, right. Okay, so I have message in the chat box that they have another class. So we would be seeing this components of business environment tomorrow, okay? And it will start sharply at 6 o'clock from tomorrow onwards. It's first class and all. So therefore, there was some communication gap. So we couldn't start in time, but from tomorrow onwards, it will be okay, right? See you all. If you have any doubts, you can raise. There are no doubts? Okay,
No,
then.
ma'am.
Okay. Good evening. Bye for now.